Following my PhD, I did a postdoctoral fellowship at Defence Science Technology Group in Fisherman's Bend on air simulation. So my research area is in AI and computer science and trusted autonomous systems. Over the years I've done many contracts for DST Group in trusted autonomous systems using AI, machine learning, automated planning, and that led me to become interested in defence research. In 2011 I was invited to participate in the formation of a new institute which we now call Defence Science Institute, which is a collaboration between Defence Science Technology Group, the Victorian Government and 7 universities in Victoria. It's a great opportunity at DSi because what we do is take projects which have excellent potential in the defence field, and we help add value to those projects and get buy-in from Defence Science Technology Group, funding bodies, defence industries, and we help those projects grow to become bigger projects. DSi was established in order to allow a more strategic approach to the individual piecework projects which we realised we were already doing. And so we did that to bring greater value to our partners, get greater collaboration between universities, light up the minds of young researchers at universities, light up the minds of researchers in DST Group, and also involve industry. DST Group was also already doing an excellent job on involving partnerships with Australian research institutions, and we thought by creating such an entity we would be able to create a good vehicle for helping DST Group in their job of fostering collaboration between research institutions and particularly industry. Because we're a collaboration between DST Group, the universities and the Victorian Government, I'm the director. I'm contributed from one university. My current role is at the University of Melbourne, but I contribute my time as director to DSi. We also have Fiona Fletcher, who's the Associate Director, and she's contributed by DST Group. And then we have Craig Butler, who works in the industry area. We're quite a small, dedicated team, but we have strength in that we have liaison officers from each of our participating universities, and they come along and work in our offices on a regular basis. And then we also do a lot of international outreach. We go on international trade missions and attend all of the trade fairs like Avalon, Pacific and Land Forces. Our programs are centred around broadly the white paper, so we have research in autonomy and simulation, in cybersecurity, in energy and propulsion, in medical technologies, and those research programs form the basis of projects which we support. It's an important note to make that we don't do research ourselves in the sense that we support research. We don't have any interest in IP, although we allow great certainty to be gained in IP by our collaborators. We therefore, once we help funding startup projects or attracting investment, we let those projects grow and operate using the partners that run those projects. So we have a range of projects which we've funded which have been successful. One such project is StopRotor, which was a project with RMIT University. We funded a collaboration grant to demonstrate a project. Following that, we were able to help them with a business case which led to the funding of an innovation hub project, which has led to an innovative now product which StopRotor can produce, and that was through the collaboration of RMIT University and industry. Another project we attracted funding for was a project called Create, which involved operational analysis, and that was funded through the IARPA program with the University of Melbourne. That later led to IARPA being interested in funding Monash University to create some friendly competition and a critical mass from IARPA's perspective in Australia to do work on this important topic. IARPA is the Intelligence Advanced Research Projects, and they now fund particularly work in national security in addition to DARPA. DSi's engagement with the Department of Defence is primarily through DST Group, and we've been able to help them with reaching out to the research institutions for participation in the Next Generation Technology Fund, in the Innovation Hub, to help universities understand where they have capabilities that might be interesting to defence, and we also help DST Group coordinate many workshops. And that allows us, therefore, with DST Group, to be able to create even better advice to our armed forces and to add value to our future forces and to get best value out of current and future platforms through the role that we perform via DST. Based on the success of the Defence Science Institute model, we realised we had a good model for bringing return on investment for the inputs. And now it's not only the Victorian State Government and DST Group that invests, we also have investment in cash from the universities, and we've achieved a very satisfying return on that investment. So therefore, we're helping other states roll out the model with the support of DST as a steady hand, and we've been able to assist with DST guidance in establishing the defence, or helping South Australia establish the Defence Innovation Partnership, helping New South Wales with them establishing the Defence Innovation Network, and now helping West Australia establish the Defence Science Centre. And that allows us to bring greater value to our stakeholders, because when we communicate capabilities of our research institutions and businesses, we can take an Australia-wide perspective, and we're very pleased about that, and we think that that offers us tremendous opportunities. It also means when we entertain international visitors, whether they're international funding agencies, companies or other research institutions, we can coordinate among our network of defence organisations which states they should visit, the best match, and we can do a lot of that collaboration and coordination ahead of their visits. We're pleased to have been able to help establish the Oceania Cybersecurity Centre in Victoria, which involves 7 universities. We're also pleased to have been able to assist Lockheed Martin in setting up the first research laboratory outside of the US called Stellar Lab, and so to provide a launch pad into the Australian research scene. We think they're 2 examples of investment which represent the benefits that we can bring in the organisation that we are with our stakeholders and partners. In 2019, DSi will continue a number of initiatives involved in reaching out to industry, and so we will be working with the other defence networks to help certain industries understand how they can increase their engagement within the Australian scene. We'll also be continuing our grant process where we provide collaboration grants to encourage academics to work with DST and or industry partners. We will be continuing our APR intern program where we help to create opportunities for PhD students and other postgraduate students in their late stage of research to work in industry. And then we'll also be continuing to fund PhD top-up programs to encourage our bright young minds in universities to go on and do research in the defence and national security field. We think there's tremendous upside on the investment potential in defence and national security in Australia. We think we can only do that if we work together, and we think we can bring further investment both from the defence primes, from SMEs, and we think we can help to grow local industries in both defence and national security areas.